The answer is yes. There are many benefits to wet cat food. Thanks to its high protein content, wet cat food helps support and maintain lean muscle mass, and it provides a complete source of nutrition. But there's another benefit to wet cat food that may be surprising to hear: increased hydration. Proper hydration is so important for your cat. It regulates your cat's body temperature, keeps her bones and joints healthy, and helps nutrients move through her body. Purina has many wet cat food options that your cat is sure to love. If you're unsure where to start, talk to your veterinarian about which wet cat food is right for your cat.
At Origin, we want you to read our ingredient label and see for yourself there is no comparison. Chicken, turkey, eggs, flounder, and whole Atlantic mackerel. Just read the ingredients and watch your cat thrive. Origin. Nourish as nature intended.
Some people would say, oh, they're just cats, but they're not. They're part of my family. So I was probably doing 10 to 15 different things a day just to be able to live with the cats and have them near me. We started shutting the doors some nights, dusting, sweeping, mopping, vacuuming the furniture, vacuuming the bed, laying towels on my pillows, hiding my pillows so that there was no hair on them, constantly cleaning my clothes. Actually, just talking about it, like, how did I do this? This was so exhausting. You can't hug, you can't hold, and that's what I wanted to give my cats. I realized that I wasn't being fair to them. It just felt like, you know, I had a family member at a distance that I just couldn't love and spend time with like I would like to. This food has absolutely been life-changing. The moment that I realized that the cat food was working, I was actually laying in bed and I realized that the cats were right next to me. I was actually cuddling with my cats, and I leaned over and gave them both snuggle kisses, and I just about cried. It was absolutely awesome, and from that moment I realized they can go everywhere, they can be everywhere. Our relationship has completely changed. I have so much more time. I'm not constantly vacuuming, I'm not constantly cleaning, and now, after the food, all the doors are open, and I don't just tell them that I love them, I show them how much I love them every single day. There's no way I will ever go back to any other food. It's not going to happen. Without Purina Pro Plan Live Clear, my cats would still be shut out of my life. For the first time ever, I am living with my cats.
Our pets fill us with their very best. But what are we filling them with? At Instinct, we believe that what we really put in our pet's bowl is our love. And when we fill them with the pure, uncompromising nutrition of raw food, we have the power to help them really, truly thrive. We believe love is raw. Instinct, the raw brand.
Weruva is a family company, wholly owned and operated by pet parents David and Stacy Foreman. Founded in 2006 and named after their 3 rescue cats, Webster, Rudy, and Vanessa, Weruva was created out of a desire to feed their own cats the best food under the sun. When they couldn't find it, they decided to make it themselves, and Weruva was born. So, why Weruva? All Weruva pet foods share these unifying qualities, which are critical to keeping your kitty happy and healthy. The proof is in the bowl. By using many of the same ingredients found in people food, and by being produced and BRC certified in human food facilities, we've created a superior pet food that is naturally healthy. Cat food's so good, humans want it too. Recipes feature high-quality ingredients like boneless, skinless, white breast meat chicken, or fish loins for protein-forward, healthy fat, and low-carb feline nutrition. Hydration in cats is an important health concern, so that's why all Weruva foods are high in moisture that comes from quality meats. Without a natural thirst drive, a cat's water intake is limited, so getting hydration through food is key. Cats aren't picky, they just haven't tried Weruva yet. Weruva foods are available in shreds, flakes, stews, gravies, minces, pâtés, and more. There are chicken only, fish only, and many protein combinations to satisfy even the pickiest kitties. Each meal is complete and balanced with added vitamins for optimal feline nutrition. Whether you're feeding a can or pouch of Weruva, Trulux, Cats in the Kitchen, or BFF Foods, you can rest assured your kitty is getting the best complete nutrition. We know your kitties will love Weruva as much as ours do, because we love ya.
Do you know what goes into your dog's food? Let's compare biologically appropriate origin to your typical grain-free food, which we're calling Brand X. First, let's start with Brand X. The main ingredients in Brand X are deboned chicken, turkey, and chicken meal made from animal frames. These are highly processed and cooked at a high temperature. Most pet foods have little to no fresh meat because fresh meat is expensive. To increase the protein, Brand X uses pea protein. But plant proteins are missing the essential amino acids that dogs need. Eggs are a great source of protein, but most dog foods don't use fresh eggs. Brand X is also made with lots of white potato starch, a high glycemic ingredient. Next are the fruits and vegetables. Not exactly what you'd expect, dry and highly processed. This is a typical grain-free food and doesn't contain much meat. Because of this, the food is not completely balanced and needs to be supplemented with more than 20 different synthetic vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. The ingredients in Brand X are all dry. The last ingredient I need to add is water. And those are the ingredients that go into Brand X. Kind of surprising, isn't it? Now that we've seen Brand X, let's look at the ingredients that go into Origin. Origin is grain-free too, but it's more than that. It's a new class of pet food called biologically appropriate, which means it's designed to match the eating anatomy of your dog. Dogs are meat eaters. That's why Origin features 85% meat, 2/3 of it fresh. The first ingredients that I'm adding are fresh, free-run chicken and turkey. And next, a perfect source of protein. Fresh eggs. All these ingredients offer a nice variety that is reflective of the natural diet. Next, for a great source of omega-3, we're going to add some fresh fish. We have a nice blend of saltwater fish, including whole fresh mackerel and herring. These fish are sustainable and wild-caught. All of these ingredients come in whole prey ratios, meaning we use the meat, organs, bones, and cartilage to mirror your dog's natural diet. To add even more protein to the food, the next ingredient we add is dehydrated meats. Different than Brand X, these dried ingredients are custom made for us and cooked at a low temperature. On to fruits, vegetables, and botanicals. Unlike Brand X, our ingredients are low glycemic and a great source of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Because there's so much fresh meat in Origin, it's a properly balanced food. The only thing we have to add are a few essential vitamins and minerals. And unlike Brand X, no water's needed. It's cooked in its own juices. So now you know the difference between a biologically appropriate food versus a grain-free food.
Kia ora, my name is Zoe from Mount Maunganui, New Zealand, the home of Ziwi. I'm excited to tell you a bit about Ziwi Peak. Ziwi is the global leader and innovator of air-dried pet nutrition. Our goal is simple, to bring joy and peace of mind to pets and their guardians. So what makes Ziwi Peak air-dried recipes special? Inspired by the nutrition of raw diets while offering the convenience and safety of dry foods, our Ziwi Peak air-dried recipes are made simply with the slow, gentle movement of air, without artificial preservatives, additives or binders. Packed full of nutrition, 3 portions of raw meat and organs make 1 portion of air-dried food. A little goes a long way, so expect to feed less than dry foods or raw diets. With no need to refrigerate, thaw or rehydrate, Ziwi keeps it simple. Just scoop and serve. Ziwi Peak is versatile, so pet guardians can feed Ziwi in 3 ways. 1, as a complete and balanced meal. 2, as a nutritious topper to enhance their existing food. Or 3, as a delicious treat. In fact, most of Ziwi's 4-legged customers start on Ziwi as puppies. Ziwi is the perfect training treat and works great in a puzzle or enrichment toy. Now let's talk a bit more about our recipes and ingredients. Every great recipe starts with beautiful ingredients, and our home in New Zealand has the very best. Ziwi leads the way in free-range, ethical sourcing.
Well, New Zealand's known for everything free-range, I guess, whether it's other animals like sheep and beef. So when people think of New Zealand, they just naturally think of free-range, and certainly New Zealanders think of everything we grow as free-range.
You know, the animals have got acres of wide open space. I mean, the biggest mobs we had would be 1,000 sheep, and they might have, you know, 1/4 of an acre, half an acre per sheep to graze on.
Whether it's our free-range and grass-fed meats or our wild-caught fish, all of our ingredients are ethically and sustainably sourced under New Zealand's strict world-leading standards. While we do have strict standards here in New Zealand, what's more important is that our farmers believe wholeheartedly in their role as kaitiaki, or guardians of the land, sea and its creatures.
Sustainability is the ability to be able to sustain what you do. And if you can't do that, you're not providing for the generations ahead.
When the planet's running out of resources like it is, we can't afford to be wasteful, and so it's a real pleasure to be partnered with Ziwi so that we make the most of the animals we farm.
As you can see, ethical and sustainable farming isn't just a standard, it's our way of life. Now that we've covered our ingredients, let's talk about our recipes. Pure and simple, made for carnivores, our Peak Prey limited ingredient recipes feature high inclusions of meat, organs, seafood and bone in authentic ratios. For an additional nutritional boost, our recipes are loaded with superfoods. Each recipe features a minimum of 10% blend of cold washed green tripe or poultry heart, whole New Zealand green mussels and organic kelp. These superfoods are perfect for carnivores, providing a natural source of vitamins, minerals and omega-3 to help support skin and joint health. You won't find this blend or inclusion rate in any other pet food. We've talked about some of what's in the bag. Now let's talk about what's not. All Seaweed Peak air-dried recipes are free from unwanted carbohydrates like grain, potato and legumes. This is important as dogs and cats are carnivores and don't need carbohydrates. Too many carbohydrates can lead to a lot of health issues. Finally, it's important to know that whether it's our air-dried or wet foods, chews or treats, all of our award-winning recipes are proudly crafted in New Zealand in our very own kitchens by a bunch of passionate Kiwis. I hope you've enjoyed our video. Thanks for watching. Ka kite.